Yeah, that actually brings me to my next question, which is what parts of AI will be most impactful or most influential in the use and the purchase of DAM in 2026?
Mm. Well, I just spoke, but I would love to hear Frederic. What are you seeing? Or you have a lot of clients in different industries. What are you
Yeah,
seeing?
for sure. Uh, of course, today it's difficult to start an RFP without some. As soon as the RFP is not done by ChatGPT. But
Good point.
yeah, I think it's not really a private joke because I see so many things coming. Or suddenly, some guys they are doing RFPs. But by the way, yeah, for sure it has an impact. Um, Regarding to be honest, today the business model I see here, it's a little bit blurry. Uh, One thing I can say, one as Jobs was saying, we vendors they always have to keep in mind, just like for use cases, what incredible benefits you can bring to the customer. That's the only question we need. Okay, and so when I see these AI things coming, for sure, one of the challenge we have to face with the DAM and customers is to retrieve assets, because you know what, guys, they want folders, because they have a PC, etc. And I will say 80% of brands, because they are using SharePoints, they are not doing any metadata at all. They know that it's there. Okay, number 3, folder number 2, etc. And for sure, something we saw with the AI and with limited impact of the budget is the natural language things. So I will say sometimes it makes people less idiot as they are. So when they are doing some spelling issues, etc., and especially even if you have a database, an asset bank without French metadata, the system is able to retrieve something. One of my fear today is more and more people, and I see on the customer on the daily basis, they said, okay, so we don't need any librarians and their manager, and especially in France, because the people there, they try to trust to the technology, but very often we have nobody in front of us. So it's good for us because we are selling services, but on the other hand, it's really a little bit of pity. So for sure, the business model for this natural language has a small impact, but it's a small benefit. Okay, as for example, we have a customer and we started with a PIM system, One, and something I think it's interesting. They started to build the data model thanks to AI, just using the metadata inside the system, not asking to somebody outside or ChatGPT or whatever. And when you are building a data model for a PIM, it's a challenge. And by the way, and I see by the way that we have some good things starting to inside the system. Okay, so maybe we'll get one day, and as usual, we are spending the time by any vendors, whoever they are, to attend their conferences, just like John is doing also every day. We see a couple of things coming to build a taxonomy or something like that. The only things for the budget is today it's a little bit blurry, to be honest. It's always an option. But for agentic AI, I have no price. And most of the time, vendors, they want to sell services. So they say we have a team of experts, and they will change everything on your side, just like this. Okay? What is the price? We'll see later. We can make a proof of concept, etc. So budget-wise, for me, it's not super clear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to continue with that, let's be very clear. I did a little research on trends for the year in marketing and other stuff. It's hardly a trend, if not a proclamation. AI-powered content is definitely happening. If not, it could be de facto for many organizations. Whether that's good or bad is a different podcast, and let's all do that again. However, that being said, with much more AI-powered content coming into the system, what's the role of the DAM and where could it be seen? I hear what we all want AI for is those efficiencies. Can you just make my job easier, faster, smarter, all those good things? So on the one side, I hear, can it help me tag a little bit? Sure, that is one area, but the other area, personalization will sneak in sometimes, and I think there's some opportunities there to explore. I'd love to see more of that, but I think it's the analytics side. If the AI can help perform some analytics, whether it's just quantifiable, decide what's happening, but if it can give you like usage statistics or something else, I like to see a little bit more of that. We'll always have people say it can tag better for me, but I kind of want to learn more about the analytics component that the AI can do for an organization, to which the DAM manager can take back to the marketing team and give some really good information. So that's that's what I would like to see, but I don't know.
And one of the what I would call low-hanging fruits from our perspective is in the area of localization and translation. So
Yeah.
if you imagine in today's world, digital marketing, global companies having to roll out new marketing campaigns on a much higher rate in a much more broadly global sense. AI can help that whole process by doing much of the obviously the translation. That there's there's the traditional translation memory technology that helps, but AI can then add context, right? So translation memory is sort of literal. Translate this word to this language. AI can help translate not just that word, but the concept of how that word's being used, and help the whole process of getting global marketing materials out at a much higher rate. And so, from Santa Cruz Software's perspective, we look at this as an assisted AI, right? We're not looking at AI replacing graphic designers or whatever. It's about helping them. I think you mentioned this earlier, John, helping them become more efficient and
Yeah.
effective and help the company grow. And that is, to us, an AI win, and something that, again, the DAM space can play a big role in.
Yeah, I love the word you said, assisting, augmentation. That is where AI can really help an
Yeah.
organization out. Thank you for sharing that. That was good.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're right, Mark, because um, this translation management also we see here in the PIM side, or just also for the completion of our product sheet. It's super useful, by the way, and nothing you can put outside of any requirements. But it's a tool. It does not think. It's just to assist, etc. And I saw on marketing side from some damn vendors, they are trying to find the right wording and say AI agentic assistant, AI agentic enrichment, AI agentic blah blah, etc. etc. So definitely, and especially something because we do have a privilege to run and test here the banner UI complete suite with automation, bug templating, etc. It's just magic. It's super fast, and even the way to, of course, you need a designer at one time, but just to upload the Photoshop file doing nothing, they're getting the layers. You start from a square, you get the banner, you get different sizes, you get the translation in just one click. It's super fast, and for sure, nothing we can do in Canva as of today. So it's exactly this type of use cases John was talking about. It helps the people. It does not create. It does not think.